Good evening, wrestling fans. Hope you all having a good week so far. Well, another edition of WWE Monday Night Raw is in the books. And it was a pretty exciting Raw after Crown Jewel. It kicked off with Division coming out to the ring. So you had Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Braun Reed, and put him on the ring. Basically, Seth Rollins basically praised the Oracle, Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Braun Reed. He then goes on saying that how Braun Reed and Braun Breaker have grown. He then takes credit for his success and that he beat Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel on his own without any help. He then says, I don't need any help with my success. I don't need Braun Breaker. I don't need Braun Reed. I don't need Paul Heyman. I don't need anybody to help me out. So, and judging by him saying that, Braun Breaker did not look too happy about him saying that. So, I thought it was a good segment to open up Monday Night Raw. I enjoyed the segment. I thought it was a good segment. It was a good segment. The first match of the night was Penta versus Dominic Mysterio for the IC title. This was a fun and exciting match. I thought both Penta and Dominic Mysterio put on a very good match. Of course, Dominic Mysterio decided to cheat by taking one of the belts, because he has two belts. He has the Triple A Mega Championship belt and the IC title. So he took one of the belts that was near the timekeeper's area. He brings the belt in, drops on the ground so he could distract the referee. So, and what happened was the referee saw the bell in the ring. Meanwhile, Dominic Mysterio takes out, I guess it was like a small hammer or something, and he hits Penta with it. And by him doing that, he's able to pick up the win over Penta. But this is how Dominic Mysterio will go lengths to win a match and retain his IC title. He likes to cheat. But I thought it was a very exciting match between these two. Between Penta and Dominic Mysterio. It's a shame that Dominic Mysterio has to cheat in order to win a match, because he's a very talented competitor in the ring. He don't need to cheat to win. So, but I thought it was an exciting match overall. As I said before, Dominic Mysterio defeats Penta and retains the IC title. The next match was Rhea Ripley and Kairi Sane. This was a good match. I thought both Rhea Ripley and Kairi Sane put on a pretty good match. I enjoyed it. Of course, you had Io Sky in the corner of Rhea Ripley, and of course Asuka in the corner of Kairi Sane. And it did get physical outside the ring between Asuka and Kairi Sane. But I thought it was a fun, exciting match. I enjoyed it. I thought both Rhea Ripley and Kairi Sane put on a very good performance in the ring. I enjoyed it. So, but Rhea Ripley picked up the win over Kairi Sane. We had a Braun Reed versus Jimmy Uso. This match I didn't really care for, not because we had interference from Braun Breaker, but also it didn't last that long. It lasted maybe like 7 minutes. So I really didn't care for this match. between the interference between with Braun Breaker getting involved, and then the match was only like 7 minutes long, so I didn't care for this match. This was my least favorite match of the night, so didn't care for it. Fortunately, there was no winner because Braun Breaker got involved in the match, as he always does. We had a women's tag team match between Lyra Valkyria and Bayley versus Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. This was another exciting women's tag team match. I enjoyed this match. I thought all 4 women involved in this women's tag team match was exciting. They put a good performance in the ring. No complaints about this match. It was a very good match. Bayley, I'm very impressed with Bayley. She's still very good in the ring. You know, even though she's been in the WWE for at least about 10 years now, 11 years now, she still looks good in the ring. And also very impressed with Lyra Valkyria. In the few years she's been in WWE, she's become a very good wrestler. And then of course we know Roxanne is pretty good, and Raquel Rodriguez is dominant in the ring. But Lyra Valkyria and Bayley picked up the win over Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. So all in all, I enjoyed this match. Now the main event, we had a triple threat match for the number one contendership for the World Heavyweight Championship title. It featured CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. This was a very good match. I thought all 3 competitors in this match, which is CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight, were very good in the ring. I enjoyed their performance in the ring. It was a very good match. It basically went back and forth of who's going to win this match. CM Punk picks up the win over Jey Uso, LA Knight, and is the number 1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now here is when it gets good. After CM Punk picks up the win over Jey Uso and LA Knight to seal his win and become the number 1 contendership, all of a sudden you hear Seth Rollins music pop, and you see the visitor comes out, and you saw the look on CM Punk's face when he saw them come out. As the visitor was coming out to the ring, all of a sudden you see Braun Breaker run down, speared Jey Uso, speared LA Knight, and then you saw both the Braun Brawns surround the ring with CM Punk in the ring. CM Punk attempted to take on the 2 Braun Brawns. Unfortunately, Braun Breaker and Braun Breaker was too much for him, so the 2 of them were beating him up in the ring. And then he saw Seth Rollins in the ring, and he told CM Punk, "You will never, ever, ever become champion." He then tells the 2 Braun Brawns to get him out of the ring. So you see, basically, he saw the 2 Brawns just roll him out of the ring. Now here is when the shock and awe starts. You see Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman stand in a row in the ring. Then you see Seth Rollins going off, saying that he's the greatest of all time. All of a sudden, you see Braun Breaker speared Seth Rollins. And when I saw that, I was absolutely shocked, stunned. The crowd in the building in Perth was shocked. Then you see Braun Breaker goes over to Braun Reed. I made my choice. Now it's your turn to make your choice. Meaning you enjoy me, which is Braun Breaker, or you enjoy him, which is Seth Rollins. It didn't take long for Braun Reed to make his decision. He pulls Seth Rollins closer to one of the turnbuckles. Braun Reed gets out on the top rope, does a huge tsunami on top of Seth Rollins. Then you see Braun Breaker go over to Paul Heyman and he tells her, you either enjoy us or you enjoy him. Because Paul Heyman was actually shocked at what took place. So then, after that, he picks up Seth's world title, hangs up in the air, and then you see Paul Heyman walk up to between Braun Reed and Braun Breaker. He grabs both arms and then raises like this. And that's how Raw ended. I was shocked. I mean, I knew eventually Braun Breaker was going to turn on Seth Rollins, but I didn't think it would be this soon. I really think this is a shock. So this was a shock and all to end Raw last night, and Raw yesterday. I was shocked. Now what's left? What's next with Seth Rollins? We have to wait and see what happens. What's next for the visit? We got to wait to what happens. Now, I'm hearing from various wrestling sources or wrestling media outlets that the reason why they did this pivot of Braun Breaker of the Vision turn on Seth Rollins is that Seth Rollins got injured. I think it was Crown Jewel's match. I think it was a soldier, and so they knew that's how long he's gonna be out. So they did this pivot where the Vision turns on Seth Rollins, and that's how Raw ended. Now, like I said, what's next for Seth Rollins? How bad is his shoulder injury, and how long will he be out? If he's gonna need surgery and to be out for a while, there's a good chance that he's gonna have to surrender the world title. But if it's not that serious of an injury, he's not gonna be out for long. He may be able to keep the title, hold on to it. What's next for the Vision? Now that they turned on Seth Rollins, we got to see what happens with that. So it was a shocking ending to Monday Night Raw yesterday. So we gotta stay tuned for what's going on with Seth Rollins and the shoulder injury that he has, and how bad it is, whether he needs surgery. We gotta wait and see what happens. So it was a good Raw. I enjoyed it. Tonight is NXT. It's the first NXT after Bound for Glory. We gotta find out how Trick Williams will react tonight after losing the TNA World title to Mike Santana. So we gotta see what happens with that. I'm sure other stuff is planned for NXT. Like I said in the past, NXT always puts on a good show, always. So tonight's show should be no better than every else show they do. So that's about it. Before this video, please, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow my channel with subscribers. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated. Hope you have a great Tuesday evening.